Finally, we have state police implementation. I repeat, finally, we have state police implementation. All the governors have agreed to state police. The new IG of police has agreed to state police. Now, the senators have agreed to state police. The House of Rep have agreed to state police. No northern obligation can stop state police now. Tinubu don't capture everybody. So he is suggesting state police and they are all agreeing to state police. Now the new IG of police, Tunji Disu, inaugurates state police committee to see how the implementation and legal framework will work effectively. I told you that Tinubu's administration will bring in so many reforms that northern Nigeria will not like. You know, all these Fulani, northern politicians and their insecurity. State police will solve over 40% of the insecurity challenges we are facing in Nigeria, especially in northern Nigeria. State police will solve insecurity by 40%. Now they will not remove Sharia. Repealing Sharia, that one 80%. Then the rest is left for the corruption and what have you. So this state police by Tinubu is a great commendation. I tell you, I pity for the opposition. I don't know what they are going to use to campaign against the Tinubu in the next election. Even as they are now, they are not organized. I don't know what they are going to use to campaign against Tinubu, because the issue of insecurity, if this state police is implemented, issue of insecurity will be bygone. Although state police has its disadvantages, great disadvantages. There's no policy that does not have advantages and disadvantages. When we did school, they will say, what is government? What is democracy? What are the characteristics of democracy? What is the advantage and disadvantage of democracy? So there is no policy that does not have advantage and disadvantage. Now, state police third term. You understand? State police will lead to third term of Tinubu. See, I am just saying it too. I'm not telling you to believe what I'm saying now. I'm just saying it. You see state police. You see state capture. You see third term. That one on one side. So state police is going to solve the issue of insecurity. So we have 70%, no, 85% indigenes will be in that state police. Then the federal government will supply 15% of those that will constitute state police in every state. So if you are in Kwara State and you are Yoruba Kwara indigene of any state, most especially the people that will constitute state police will be indigenes, not Fulani, not Forest Guard militia, not NSA brothers, not Ribadu brothers, all the way from Zamfara State, the state of insecurity. You pack them, make them come transfer their insecurity into Abia State. No, it is not going to happen like that. There will be a federal police. Federal police will oversee the state. Yes. So federal police will have 50% stake in every state police. Although these policies are not perfect. Let's look at some of the conditions or terms. Now, states that wants to enact state police must pass legislation allowing the central bank to pay out legal claims against their state. What does it mean? You know, say our governors, our politicians are corrupt. State police can be used as a tool to do anyhow. Yes. You see, all this police brutality. If the governor is in charge of state police, they can use the police and do anyhow, rig elections, do anyhow. What this one is saying is that if you carry case, if you carry your state go court, if you carry police go court against police brutality, and the High Court, Federal High Court, award damages against the state police, the central bank go remove the money because government no won't pay you. The state government, our politicians and they use power to oppress. That's why I tell you that state police has advantages and disadvantages. So the first one is that states that wants to enact state police must pass legislation allowing the CBN to pay for legal claims against the state. If I'm brutalized by my state police, maybe I'm a politician in Abia State. The state governor maybe wan use state police oppress me and I take them go court. If the court award me damages, we know say normally government are reckless. They no go wan pay the money. The legislation is already there that allows CBN to pay me money from the allocation to that state. So if the government no wan pay me, na them know. I will just approach CBN. CBN will carry the money, pay me. When they are giving allocation to the state government, they will minus it. Number one. Number two, arms and equipment must be approved and procured by the federal government. In the earlier stages of this state police, we understand that it might not be that perfect. We know that politicians want to hijack state police for their personal ambition. So let there be a kind of federal government influence, left, right, center. For at least in the first stages, we can modernize it, we can sophisticate it in the future. So the arms and equipment must be approved and procured by the federal government. I support that one. Some people don't support it though. They want the states to have access to the arms and equipment. You know, some states that are Boko Haram states, some states that the governors are Boko Haram, you cannot give them total, allow them to procure arms for themselves. They must go through the federal government. You see a governor want to release bandits and terrorists, and you give that the governor the space to just import or procure arms. You know, I told you that these northern politicians, them and the bandits, they are no different. So a bandit that becomes a governor will start using that opportunity to procure arms for his brothers. So the federal government will scrutinize the procurement of arms for the state police and what have you. Now, the state police must draw 15% of its officers from the Nigerian police service. So in your own state police, you will go police college or police service. And 15% out of 100% of those that will be state police, that will constitute your state police. In Abia State, maybe there are 100 state police officers. 85 will come from the state. 15 will come from the Nigerian police service. So 15% from Nigerian police service, 85% for the state. Number 4, cases of misconduct against the state police must be heard by the federal high court and not state court. We know say state governors, state police is an opportunity for them to do anyhow. Look at Umahi and the woman that claimed that Umahi owed him money for a very long time. Imagine Umahi is a governor. He will use state resources to oppress everybody. Anyhow, the way Tinubu is using federal power, federal minds to subject everybody, to bring everybody to subjection. That is the same way governors, they are likely they will use it. I just told you that state police have its advantages and disadvantages. Me, I'm much more concerned and interested about the Fulani taking off their filthy hands from our lands, from our ancestral homes. Yes, I'm much more concerned about that. We cannot continue. If you continue like this without state police, the Fulani will be dealing with you until the Fulani now come and take over government. You go not say the disadvantage of state police, it go worse past when Fulani take over government. So let's look at the state police and look at how we can work with it. If the disadvantages are much, we look for another framework amongst ourselves. Okay, so federal high court is where you take this. You don't go to state high court. They will not hear because of partiality from state governors. Number 5, nothing shall allow a convict serve in a state police force. A convict, ex-convict should not be allowed to serve in a state police force. I believe in northern Nigeria, Boko Haram members should not be allowed. I know they will carry repentant Boko Haram full everywhere. Fulani control states now. The Fulani governors now will use opportunity. Carry Fulani full everywhere. They will use them oppress Hausa the more. That's their business. That's their business over there. Let's see how it... Okay. Number 6. State police must comply with federal requests to inspect their armory and equipment. I like this one. State police must comply with the federal request to inspect their armory and equipment. this is some of the developments we are going to be seeing with state police. It is a very welcome policy, welcome bill. Now, as the IG is drawing the templates, drawing the structure of this state police, it is left for the National Assembly to now pass it as a bill. Then the president will sign it into law. Thank God for the system of government that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is using. A militocracy. Is it militocracy? Military democracy. Military kind of democracy. If you are operating democracy, pure democracy, not a Nigeria will allow you pass anything. No. I don't talk on before. If it's not democracy, not democracy, Tinubu they follow. For that house, he will not be able to capture the house, number one. Number two, most of these bills that has been passed, he will not be able to pass it. But Tinubu is operating a militocracy, military democracy. That is how he will be able to pass some of these bills. The tax bill will have been number one thing that not will have rejected. But they have seen that the kind of politics this man is playing, he passed also. They surrender. Not that Tinubu fought them to stand still and they surrender. Tinubu oppressed them. He pressed them until they give up. Tinubu suffocates them until they give up. Not that Tinubu just leave. They just leave. They just no. They never wanted the tax bill. Now, when you look at the North today and Northern Muslims and those that are making noise, they are telling Tinubu, we give you two conditions. Number one, they think say those days, you are telling Tinubu, we give you two conditions. If you don't accept our condition, we'll remove you. Oh, Tinubu, they look and say, I only want more kankan. They don't know anything. I'm marrying him. See, Tinubu, they look them like this, say, we'll never see anything. That's what. See, this Northerners, they don't know what is coming for them. They don't know what is coming for them. Now, this state police is going to weaken the backbone of these politicians. I told you that, see, people don't believe me. Now, go believe me very soon. You know, I was talking about this state police. I was talking about censors. Second term, Northern Nigeria, they never see anything. They never see anything. So, nothing has thought that Tinubu is Jonathan or Tinubu is Obasanjo. That they will be threatening. Is either you remove INEC chairman or suspend the tax bill, we will not vote for you. Who told you your votes are important at this point in time? It is you that will bring your votes to be recognized under Tinubu's administration. I'm not saying Tinubu is doing well or good, but it is good for the Fulani. Now, they plant all this. They believe that all this corruption that they have planted, they will be the only ones that will be benefiting from it because they have hijacked the system. We are the only ones that will be benefiting from it. They believe so. They don't know that there is a southwesterner that is coming that will use this their Ururu government against them. And they are the ones that are at the receiving end. So you just say Tinubu na Jonathan way go oppress anyhow. Tinubu just they look them. I'm moving on. You go deal. You know these Northerners, they know something. They don't say if they had somebody who will align with their agenda, it would be easier for them to use that person against Tinubu. But Tinubu put a Kogi person, a man of God, a Christian that, according to them, hates Islam. So it will be difficult for them to manipulate anything. It's difficult for them to hold Tinubu to any ransom. Tinubu knows his game. He knows what he's doing. He's playing it very well. See, if you hate Tinubu, hate him for just cause. So don't. If he's doing something that is making sense, also say it. Don't carry out grudges where there are no grudges. You understand? Me, I've said it that when it comes to good governance, me, I know pick Tinubu. Nobody is going to gaslight me or try to say, somebody said, this man, but all the things you have been saying about Tinubu, why is it that you don't like him? Must I like him? Must I like him? But he's doing something that is good. I'm saying it. That's how you need to be blunt and honest with your analysis of politics. I will not put my hope on any politician or any political party. It is what I see. If you are doing this, I agree with you. Because tomorrow you can change. Maybe now people will win under Labour Party. All of a sudden, Labour Party, the entire APC, almost all of the entire APC. And the voters were shocked. Me, I will never be shocked about any politician. So this one that he's doing, I congratulate him. If he convinces me otherwise, if he brings good governance to the people, not to his allies, not to his fellow big men, not to his party men. If good governance gets to the people, then I can be confused. Because when you talk about good governance, it is about how the people feel. People have to experience good governance. The people, like the masses, over 190 million Nigerians, need to experience before we can give him a pass mark. It is not this one that Dangote tomorrow you go give 10 trillion naira, UBA trillion. All these big men, no say na them they get the contract, they think they benefit them. While Nigerians are still struggling and suffering. So as it stands today, state police is going to be one of the biggest undoing of northern politicians. Now in Kano State, we go know both southern Kaduna and northern Kaduna. Everybody go pick their own. You know that plateau Benue, those Kogi people. Let's see how the Fulani wants to do anyhow there. When they have their state police, have weapons. Ordinary ESN with all this chakaboom in the southeast, send all of them, clear all those places, clear them. Even though they turned it later to something else. Yes, average Nigerian is criminal intent. He has criminal intent. Although, even though they turned it to something else, but with the chakaboom they had, they cleared them. Now in Yoruba land, Yorubas will have their own state police. See, most of the policies of Tinubu is benefiting the southern Nigeria the more. That's why they pay northern Nigeria. And it will not benefit northern Nigeria because northern Nigeria, the way they constitute northern Nigeria, the way they set up northern Nigeria, is they are benefiting from insecurity. So if that insecurity they are benefiting, if the money, if they cut it by 40%, because state police is going to reduce insecurity by 40%, watch it. Watch it. We'll not be hearing say all of a sudden Lakura will enter. If they carry their guns enter, they're gonna say the indigenous self get their own guns, get their own ammunition and weapons, like the state police there. So we'll hold the state government responsible. Not that state government will tell us that federal government, I'm powerless, I'm just a supervisor. You know, before now, the IG of police is powerful than the governor when it comes to policing or security. Yes, the president is powerful than the governor. The president can declare state of emergency, use police, bully governor. Governor had limited control over the police. It was the federal government. Now we are going to have state police. So 85% of your indigenes will be in that state police. The federal government will just do oversight. So let's see a governor that will now complain to us that he does not have control over the state security architecture. At least you have like 80% control. And you can utilize it. You have people, indigenes, that know everywhere, know everything. And they will use this and solve the issue of insecurity. So if something else happens later, maybe people, some elements are using the weapons they have to do one small armed robbery or whatever it is, then the state can start solving issues of criminals and arresting them. But first, let us keep the Fulani decimated in Nigeria. Let's puncture them. That's their ego. Let's puncture their ego. I said something that state police taught them. I don't know whether this one will be heavy for some people. I know some people will not watch to this moment. So let me just make little revelation. State police taught them. Tinubu is likely. I've said it before. It's not that I'm saying it now. See, I'm looking at Tinubu for third term. When I use state police, when state police don't silence Fulani, Tinubu will come muzzle everybody. Will hold everybody to ransom. Then it is then I will face those people that are supporting structure of criminality. You know, I told you that APC is a structure of criminality. I told you where I support only Tinubu. So after the state police, Tinubu go use and push himself for third term. We'll never see anything. I did it many times. Tinubu may be Nigeria's last president. I talk him, but people think say, what is the guy saying? Fulani go agree. Which Fulani if you stand up to Tinubu now? By 2023, would you ever believe that Tinubu will be able to muzzle the Fulani like this? Like within his 4 years, within 2 years, he don't give them shakaboom. Within 2 years, do you believe that Tinubu will be able to pull this stunt as a president ever? Has it come into your widest imagination that Tinubu will be able? My brother, forget this thing. Third term loading. I will do this in the next broadcast. I'll tell you how third term will come as a result of state police. Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Obasanjo was denying that he never wanted third term. Obasanjo saw power and he still wanted third term. Atiku and co stopped him. One of the reasons why Obasanjo don't like Atiku. Because Atiku did not allow that third term. Did not, never. But under Tinubu, now for shutting my eyes, it could happen clear. 2031, things will happen. Tinubu for third term. Governors, my governors, you have the police in your states. You can rule and reign anyhow you want. For this third term, I still have a lot of work to do. You go shout, cry. They go use state police, silence you. And that will lead to a revolution. And revolution will lead to a lot of things. And then we'll have Nigeria will disappear. I hope some people are watching this one. They should just put this one down. Put it down. Let's follow it little by little. Let's follow the progression. Let's not run faster than our shadow. I have said it before that I pity for northern Nigeria. I pity for them. Because as it is, their politician will become less influential. Ordinary small governors of those states will be using state police to run anybody down. In that north, because I told you, if Tinubu wins 2027, that edify all those that top gladiators. Look at ordinary Fintiri, that is a boy to Atiku. Look at what he's saying. He even stripped with Waziri. That Waziri title happened under his regime as a governor. They stripped Atiku the name Waziri. They used to call him Waziri of Adamawa. Why are they not calling him again? It's because his boy as governor supervised the stripping of him, the title of him. And this is not happening. And you think that say nothing now. Oh, now men are sit there. I'm happy because some of the predictions I'm making is coming to pass. And we are moving towards the time whereby Southern Nigeria determines whoever becomes president in this country. I don't care whether it's from the southeast or the southwest. Southeast politicians need to align and learn from what is going on. It's not, see, pride go before a fall. Somebody who don't pass you, you will agree say that person don't pass you. In the next century, you can still pass that person. It is allowed. Overtaking is allowed. But first, the person there ahead of you. May God help Nigerians.